Okay, hi YouTube. I'm gonna be honest. My name's Angelique, and I have never done the YouTube thing, so my videos are gonna look pretty amateur for a while. But taking the plunge. As you probably set myself up here. As you probably read in the title, I am considering weight loss surgery, particularly the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and that was not an easy decision to come to. I have dieted, and I hate the word diet. I hate the word diet because, truth be told, I haven't done a fad diet probably since middle school, when I had my mom trying to help me any way she could so that I could drop some weight. I've been heavy my entire life. But as I got older and I really tried to embrace nutrition and embrace, what I'm a picky eater, and I tried to learn what substitutions I could make that the average person who could do a hard-boiled egg, and I don't eat eggs, so or chicken. I don't particularly care for chicken, but I'll get into that. Anyway, done a lot of research, and I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable about where sodium levels should be, how important caloric intake is, more, basically less in, more out, keeping track of the kinds of fats that I'm consuming, not going overboard on carbs or sugars, getting in protein to help sustain you for longer and keep you satisfied longer so that you don't get hungry, and you name it, I've been there. At graduation from high school, I was probably about 220 pounds. I think my lowest weight in high school was maybe about 205. And then after that, I was in an abusive relationship for a couple years. And in that time, I put on about 80 pounds and went straight from 220 to 300. Dropped a little bit, went down to 280, and then the weight just kept coming on. And I'm now 28. I will be 29 in August 1st. I'm now married. I have 2 beautiful kids and 1 on the way. So I am currently 14 weeks along, and some people might think I'm nuts for considering weight loss surgery while pregnant, because that's not what you should be thinking about while pregnant. And I'm going to go off and say, not going to have the surgery while pregnant, obviously. There's nobody in their right mind who would do that. But I would like to make some changes, and I'm going to try not to get emotional in my first video because that's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, my fast forward, my first child, she was born beautiful, healthy, happy. Starting weight at that pregnancy was about 294. By the time we had her blessing, when she was a couple months old, I was up at 320. I wasted no time eating. Then dropped some weight, decided I was going to commit myself to the gym, turned my eating habits around, and surprise, baby number 2. Guess hubby liked me working out, cause yeah, so surprise, baby number 2. And then when I had him, again, healthy, happy baby, I lost weight during that pregnancy. So I left the hospital around 287 maybe. So I was in the 280s. I was doing pretty good, and shoop, jumped back up. Fast forward 2.5 years or so, and that's where baby number 3 comes along. But after 2.5 years, I've gone from that 280 mark to about 335. And my first OB appointment, I was 334. My second OB appointment, I was 338. Even though my scale at home did not say that. So had a little mini heart attack at the OB. But I've been fluctuating in those 280s, going back in. I'm sorry, 380. No, not 380s, 330s. Going back and forth, and something hit me, and I realized there's so many things. I'm sorry, this is a long video, because it's going to be a long video because I'm very long-winded. I realized that there's too much that I've already accepted at 28 years that I'll never do again. I don't fit in roller coasters. I don't fit in airline seats. So that means I won't fit on a bus either, not in a single seat. I can't ride a bike anymore. I used to. Can't do it anymore. My legs cannot push this much weight on a bike. It's just sad. And there's no way that someone should accept so early in their lives that they're just never going to do these things because of their weight. And I had the experience of telling my first 2 close friends that I had made this decision. And one at first was kind of like, on the fence, maybe good, maybe not. And then the other one was like, no, you can do this naturally. And there was that word, natural. And I love them dearly. And I wasn't going to argue with them. I was just trying to explain with the most love and consideration possible that it's my decision. I wasn't coming to them for approval. I was coming to them to let them know because they matter to me, and I want them in my lives, and I want them to understand what I'm going through and things like that. But it makes me sad because I think on some level they think I haven't tried. And I've tried. And you work and you push and you log your food and you document everything and you do everything, and on paper you should have dropped at least 2 pounds or 2.5 pounds or whatever. And then you get on the scale and you're up 0.6, or 0.4, or you've dropped 0.4, you've dropped like maybe a half a pound. And you're sitting there going, why? I'm such a literal, logical, mathematical person that when the numbers don't add up, I get mad and say, why? And so I analyze things and I think, well, maybe I ate more than I said I did. Maybe I didn't measure correctly. Was there anything that I forgot to document? Was I, because I knew I wasn't sneaking food. In that respect, my self-control is pretty up there in my opinion, especially compared to other people that I've seen. And I know there's no explanation. Then they've asked, do you have thyroid problems? Do you have health problems that are keeping you from losing the weight? And nobody that I've ever been to has said that I've had these problems. They've done blood work, they've checked me out, and nope, nothing. No explanation. Just, it doesn't come off the way it should. And I guess if there's anybody who ends up seeing this first video, my question would be, has that, I can't be the only one in an industry, in this country where so many people are getting this surgery. So many people, these physicians, these surgeons are keeping busy somehow. They're getting bills paid because there's people getting this surgery, and I can't possibly be the only one who has tried and failed. And if you know me, I don't do well with failure. I don't know that anybody really does, but I am a perfectionist, which is ironic. But oh well. But yeah, so I guess this is really long. So intro video, just trying to say that this is the path I've chosen, and like I said, obviously it would be several months after I've had this baby. I'd probably be in surgery about this time next year, so I'm talking, at least 6, 7, 8 months in advance. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. I don't know what I really want from this. I think I just need a way to document that I'm on this road, and this is what I feel is best for me. Not to mention my husband. My husband thinks it's a fantastic idea because he's seen the struggle firsthand, and he knows how hard I work and how defeating it is. How, it just breaks your heart when you get on the scale and then you figure, well, maybe it wasn't a scale victory, maybe I lost inches, and then you measure yourself and no, nothing, and you say, okay, well, I'm going to plug away for another 2 weeks and we'll check it back, 2 weeks, and no, nothing, and you can't figure out what you're doing wrong. That's where I am. So yeah, this turned into a bit of a ramble. Sorry guys. I will try to structure videos, have bullet points or something. But yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell. If I could say anything, it's that physical appearance is the furthest thing from my mind. And I mean, I'm gonna have so much extra skin. I'm gonna have, this is not so that I can be some size 2, valley girl. No. It's so that I can be with my kids as they grow up, and so that I can go to award ceremonies and fit in the seats in the auditorium and not have to wheel myself in or pull up a folding chair because my butt doesn't fit, or embarrass my kids because I wanted to be the chaperone on their field trip, but I can't walk the whole zoo without stopping to take a break, so I can't go, or whatever. It's not acceptable. That is not the life I want for myself. And I think I've been watching a lot of videos, and I think I saw one person, I can't remember who it was, because I seriously watched a lot of videos. One person said, it's a gift that I'm giving to myself. And I like that. I like that idea because I do for everyone else, and I worry about myself last. And this is kind of like the best of both worlds. I can take care of myself so that I'll be around for my kids and they won't live their lives with a mother who doesn't leave the house because she doesn't fit anywhere. But yeah, so if anybody's had experience with pregnancy and weight loss surgery, particularly the sleeve. Like I said, that's the one that I'm really leaning towards. I would love to know. Tell me about your pregnancies with the sleeve. Tell me about if you were in my situation where you were pregnant. How long did you have to wait before you had your weight loss surgery? Did your doctors tell you you needed to wait a certain time depending on whether you had a natural birth or C-section? Enlighten me. Give me info, because right now I've got my husband, maybe my mother, and the YouTube community on my side, and nobody else understands. So I'd really like to have, I'm sorry I'm a baby, I'm pregnant, I'm emotional. I would really like to hear that someone is on my side. So thank you, and I will be talking to you guys again soon. Hopefully not crying. Bye.